and the 125th Corps of Cadets, I welcome you to our 69th Annual Military Ball. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for the playing of the National Anthem and the posting of our national colors.
Halt! night. We welcome all of you to Wentworth, those of you that are coming back that haven't been here for a while, those of you that are new, that haven't been here before, and those of you that are old-timers that do this every year. It's a delight to welcome you back for this special military ball, because this is our 125th year anniversary celebration. And as most of you know, we have been celebrating this milestone throughout the year. And we will continue to do so through the remainder of the year. But particularly this evening, it's a chance for us to reflect back on the history of this great institution. You will notice the decorations reflect the decades, the more recent decades of the history of Wentworth. And later this evening, or in just a few minutes, we will introduce many of the queens from past years. So we are delighted again to have all of you here. Have a great time with us here this evening. Enjoy yourselves, and let's make this a very special night. Thank you.
This year, the theme for our ball is celebrating 125 years. The decorations that you enjoy tonight are the results of the 125th Corps of Cadets, faculty, staff, and alumni working together as a team to provide this evening's festivities for you. It has been a fun week working together to accomplish this task of decorating Wyckoff Athletic Center for this event. We hope you each enjoy your evening. This year, we have celebrated several special events due to our 125th anniversary, and tonight we have another special event, our military ball. With the theme celebrating 125 years, we have decorated this athletic center to depict the decades of the past. We have a special opportunity tonight to recognize some of our past military ball queens in attendance tonight. As we begin the evening, we will introduce to you our past queens. It is such a pleasure to have them return and help us celebrate our military ball during our 125th anniversary. Presenting the roses to the ladies this evening are Master Blake Johnson, son of Mr. and Mrs. Larry Johnson from Lexington, Missouri, and Master Carter Jenkins, son of Mr. Corey Jenkins and Miss Dawn Jenkins from Lexington, Missouri. Our first queen is Mrs. Shirley Baker Summerlin, Bravo Company Queen, 1951. From Lexington, Missouri, escorted by Cadet Staff Sergeant Nathan Blunt from Edwardsville, Illinois. Mrs. D. Park Lemonet, Battalion Queen, 1954, from Lake Lotawana, Missouri, escorted by Cadet Private Timothy Phillips from Lake Bluff, Illinois. Mrs. Jane Ann Whitney Hunt, Battalion Queen, 1957, from Blair, Nebraska, escorted by Cadet Private Eric Miller from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Mrs. Lylette Prodell Asbury, Headquarters Company Queen, 1970, from Olathe, Kansas, escorted by Cadet Anthony Onofrio from Phoenix, Arizona. Mrs. Kimberly Holman Doris, Delta Company Queen, 1989, from Lebanon, Missouri, escorted by Cadet Private First Class Justin Heimsaw from Lawson, Missouri. Mrs. Denise Hall Wilkinson, Battalion Queen, 1989, from Sedalia, Missouri, escorted by Cadet Private George Krischer from Chicago, Illinois. Mrs. Deborah Florence Reinhardt, Foxtrot Company Queen, 1990, from St. James, Missouri, escorted by Cadet Sergeant First Class Christopher Dixon from Evansville, Indiana. Mrs. Candy Bryant Myers, Battalion Queen, 1991, from Independence, Missouri, escorted by Cadet Private Kyle Kinsler from Round Lake, Illinois. Miss Ashley Kidd, Delta Company Queen, 1995, from Higginsville, Missouri, escorted by Cadet Private Jacob Burnham from Austin, Texas. Miss Christy Ennis, Battalion Queen, 1997, from Las Vegas, Nevada, escorted by Cadet Corporal Matt Christensen from Omaha, Nebraska. Miss Heather Hudson, Foxtrot Company Queen, 1997, from Dayton, Ohio, escorted by Cadet Philip Toussaint from East Hampton, New York. Miss Nicole Gatt, Golf Company Queen, 1997, from Sedalia, Missouri, escorted by Cadet Private Eric Anthus from Tampa, Florida. Miss Katie Bond, Tango Company Queen, 2000, from Higginsville, Missouri, escorted by Cadet Private Joshua Stevens from Joplin, Missouri. Miss Kelly Sykes, Tango Company Queen, 2001, from Lexington, Missouri, escorted by Cadet Samuel Boddicker from Overland Park, Kansas. Miss Anna Samelin, Alpha Company Queen, 2003, from Kansas City, Missouri, escorted by Cadet Louis Amatuiani from Aua, American Samoa. Miss Sarah Weibel, Headquarters Company Queen, 2004, from Warrensburg, Missouri, escorted by Cadet Private Nick Donnelly from Denver, Colorado. Cadet First Sergeant Jennifer Esslinger, Foxtrot Company Queen, 2004, from Mohawk, Michigan, escorted by Cadet Captain Jacob Ragsdale from Altamont, Illinois. And Miss Marlena Lancaster, Battalion Queen, 2004, from Leone, American Samoa, escorted by Cadet Captain Brad Morgan from Lincoln, Nebraska. It is now my distinct pleasure and privilege to introduce to you the officers of the 125th Corps of Cadets and their dates. From Alpha Company, Company Commander, Cadet Captain David Lawburn from Milena, Indiana, escorted by Cadet Staff Sergeant Stephanie O'Brien from Ripon, California. Executive Officer, Cadet First Lieutenant James Wursel from Phillipston, Massachusetts, escorting Miss Stephanie Liptak from Bethesda, Maryland. Platoon Leader, Cadet Second Lieutenant Nicholas Baranovic from Cape Girardeau, Missouri, escorting Miss Danielle Seitz from Lexington, Missouri. First Sergeant, Cadet First Sergeant Justin Mark from Spring, Texas, escorting Miss Adriana Futrell from Springfield, Missouri. From Bravo Company, Company Commander Cadet Captain Brad Morgan from Lincoln, Nebraska, escorting Cadet Captain Marlena Lancaster, Tango Company Commander from Leone, American Samoa. Company Executive Officer, Cadet First Lieutenant Brandon Moralt from Gresham, Oregon, escorting Miss Ashley Jaden from Gresham, Oregon. Platoon Leader, Cadet Second Lieutenant Christian Kitterman from Olathe, Kansas, escorting Cadet Tatehara Van Bliverman from Des Moines, Iowa. Company First Sergeant, Cadet First Sergeant Michael Bro from Lake Charles, Louisiana, escorting Miss Allie Bakes from Smithville, Missouri. From Charlie Company, Company Commander Cadet Captain Stephen Dieterding from Blue Springs, Missouri. Escorting Cadet Staff Sergeant Randy Erlinger from Carlisle, Illinois. Executive Officer Cadet First Lieutenant Diego Orozco from Hermosillo, Sonora, Mexico. Escorting Cadet Sergeant First Class Brianne Pinkerton from Naperville, Illinois. Company Platoon Leader, Cadet Second Lieutenant David King from Overland Park, Kansas, escorting Cadet Sergeant First Class Megan Kohut from Corinth, Texas. Foxtrot Company, Company Commander Cadet Captain Jacob Ragsdale from Altamont, Illinois, escorting Cadet First Sergeant Jennifer Esslinger, Headquarters Company First Sergeant from Mohawk, Michigan. Executive Officer, Cadet First Lieutenant Nick Graham from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, escorting Miss Christina Wilson from Irving, Texas. Company First Sergeant, Cadet First Sergeant Roy Johnson from Nevada, Missouri, escorting Miss Sarah Stemple from Marshalltown, Iowa. Tango Company, Platoon Leader, Cadet Second Lieutenant Rowena Cooley from Owings, Maryland, escorted by Cadet Staff Sergeant Terrence Hobbs from Jackson, Mississippi. Company First Sergeant, Cadet First Sergeant Stephanie Rodriguez from Ripon, California, escorted by Cadet Old Boy Tyler Mishu from Lewiston, Maine. Headquarters Company, Company Commander Cadet Captain Joseph Davis from Eldon, Missouri, escorting Tango Executive Officer Cadet First Lieutenant Cassandra Thomas from Jackson, Mississippi. Executive Officer Cadet First Lieutenant James Graham from Lexington, Missouri, escorting Cadet Staff Sergeant Wanda Va'a from Masausi, American Samoa. Platoon Leader, Cadet Master Sergeant Dustin Vosberg from Poplar Bluff, Missouri, escorting Miss Lucy Gonzalez from Kansas City, Missouri. Our battalion staff. Battalion Command Sergeant Major, Cadet Command Sergeant Major Andrew Overby from Omaha, Nebraska, escorting Second Lieutenant Erica Brown from Nevada, Missouri. Cadet First Sergeant Michael Kohut from Corinth, Texas, escorting Miss Emily Skozat from Chicago, Illinois. Cadet Captain Jason Beaushore from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, escorting Cadet Staff Sergeant Serenity Nelson from Durango, Colorado. Battalion S5. Cadet Captain Matt Huff from McCook, Nebraska, escorting Miss Christy Kenny from McCook, Nebraska. Battalion S4, Cadet Captain Christopher Hardnock from Columbia, Missouri, escorting Miss Emily Orschland from Columbia, Missouri. Battalion S3, Cadet Captain Charles Stemple from Oakland, Iowa, escorting Miss Julie Groby from Oakland, Iowa. Battalion S2, Cadet Captain Amanda Penley from Louisville, Kentucky, escorted by Cadet Ryan Etzler from Amazonia, Missouri. Battalion S1, Cadet Captain Patrick Cernett from Tacoma, Washington, escorting Cadet Catherine Shutters from Noblesville, Indiana. Executive Officer, Cadet Major Matt Rosen from O'Fallon, Illinois, escorting Miss Megan Toman from O'Fallon, Illinois. Our battalion commander, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Joe Perez from Conroe, Texas, Escorting Miss Deborah Francombe from Intergrove Heights, Minnesota. It is now my honor to introduce to you our company queens, the battalion queens, and their pages for this year's military ball. Presenting the crowns to the company queens is Master Jacob Oots, son of Mr. and Mrs. Tim Martin from Lexington, Missouri. Alpha Company Queen, Miss Beth Ann Striziger from North Ridgeville, Ohio, sponsored by Cadet Staff Sergeant Isaac Galvez from Columbus, Ohio, and escorted by Cadet Captain David Lawberg from Milan, Indiana. Queen Sturzerker's page is Miss Whitney Amon, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Craig Amon, Blair, Nebraska. Bravo Company Queen, Cadet Captain Marlena Lancaster from Leone, American Samoa, sponsored and escorted by Cadet Captain Brad Morgan from Lincoln, Nebraska. Queen Lancaster's page is Miss Ashlyn DeMint, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Stephen DeMint from Hardin, Missouri. Charlie Company Queen, Cadet Staff Sergeant Randy Erlinger from Carlisle, Illinois, sponsored and escorted by Cadet Captain Stephen Dieterding from Blue Springs, Missouri. Queen Erlinger's page is Miss Liza Coopwriter, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Richard Coopwriter from Lexington, Missouri. Foxtrot Company Queen, Cadet Catherine Shutters from Noblesville, Indiana, sponsored by Cadet Captain Patrick Cernett from Tacoma, Washington, and escorted by Cadet Captain Jacob Ragsdale from Altamont, Illinois. Queen Shutters' page is Miss Elena Conatee, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Brian Conatee from Lee Summit, Missouri. Tango Company Queen, Cadet First Sergeant Stephanie Rodriguez from Ripon, California, sponsored and escorted by Cadet Captain Marlena Lancaster from Leone, American Samoa. Queen Rodriguez's page is Miss Isabel LeBlanc, daughter of Mr. and Mr. Ken LeBlanc and Miss Jennifer LeBlanc from Kansas City, Missouri. Headquarters Company Queen, Cadet Captain Amanda Penley from Louisville, Kentucky, sponsored by Cadet Master Sergeant Dustin Vosberg from Poplar Bluff, Missouri, and escorted by Cadet Captain Joseph Davis from Eldon, Missouri. Queen Penley's page is Miss Madison Green, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Shane Green from Waverly, Missouri. The Battalion Queen for 2005 Wentworth Military Academy Ball is Cadet Sergeant First Class Megan Kohut from Corinth, Texas, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Phil Kohut from Corinth, Texas. Queen Kohut is sponsored by Cadet Second Lieutenant David King from Overland Park, Kansas, and is escorted by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Joe Perez from Conroe, Texas. Queen Kohut's page are Master Tristan Anderson, son of Mr. and Mrs. Eric Anderson from Stett, Missouri, carrying the scepter. Master Kyle Cross, son of Mr. and Mrs. David Cross from Blue Springs, Missouri, presenting the roses. Miss Ashley Lurman, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jean Lurman from Lexington, Missouri, presenting the Queen's Crown.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor and a privilege to be the Battalion Queen of the 125th Corps of Cadets. I hope everybody has a great time tonight. Thank you.
Turn around.
The arch is still is next, so if you want to go down, the arch is still is next, so if you want to go down there too.
Amatuiani from Aua, American Samoa. Escorting Miss Ruta Palu from Lali, American Samoa. Jonathan Cooper from Las Vegas, Nevada, escorting Miss Carla Smith from Las Vegas, Nevada. Cadet Staff Sergeant Nathan Littak from Bethesda, Maryland, escorting Miss Young Ji Lee from College Park, Maryland. Cadet Corporal Joshua Metzger from Princeton, Illinois, escorting Miss Brittany Coper from Princeton, Illinois. Cadet Anthony Hertog from Kansas.
Christy, can you see that?
Barely.
Just not enough light.
The high school senior graduates are Cadet Staff Sergeant Javier Baca from Chihuahua, Mexico, escorting Miss Lindsay Barnes from Odessa, Missouri. Cadet Staff Sergeant Nathan Blunt from Edwardsville, Illinois, escorting Cadet Bethany Schuster from St. Louis, Missouri. Cadet Staff Sergeant Allie Counterman from Pensacola, Florida, escorted by Mr. Alex Smith from Raymore, Missouri. Cadet Jung Wook Hyo from Seoul, South Korea, escorting Miss Elise Ewan from Los Angeles, California. Cadet Staff Sergeant Paul Meek from Canyon City, Colorado, escorting Cadet Mandy Umacher from Boner Springs, Kansas. Cadet Sergeant Corne Nasco from Des Moines, Iowa, escorted by Cadet Donato Islas from Kansas City, Missouri. Cadet Staff Sergeant Jacqueline Nunn from Smithville, Missouri, escorted by Cadet Sergeant First Class Matt Owens from Reno, Nevada. Cadet Corporal Christina Collins from San Francisco, California, escorted by Cadet Zach Blankenbleckler from Cincinnati, Ohio. Cadet Sergeant Christy Elkerson from Oxford, North Carolina, escorted by Cadet Stefan Toussaint from Brentwood, New York. Cadet Private Alex Jackson from Houston, Texas, escorting Miss Beth Adams from Polo, Missouri. Cadet Corporal George Krischer from Chicago, Illinois, escorting Cadet Sergeant First Class Colleen Martin from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Cadet Private Bjorn Price from Independence, Missouri, escorting Miss Danielle Crawford from Liberty, Missouri. Cadet Private Benjamin West from Canton, Michigan, escorting Miss Jenny Sorsen from Polo, Missouri. Cadet Private Stephanie Williams from Austin, Texas, escorted by Cadet Private Morgan Campbell from Harrison, Arkansas. Cadet Private Brian Sanders from Prairie Village, Kansas, escorting Miss Casey Sornison from Polo, Missouri. Cadet Elizabeth Roberts from Detroit, Michigan. Cadet Private Mary Bird from Kansas City, Missouri. Cadet Private Michael Howell from Huntsville, Alabama. And now, we welcome you to please join the Battalion Queen in the first dance tonight.
Mike. Mike.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. We gotta get that guy out of the way too.
For the Queen's dance this evening, we have chosen a little number from Mr. Mancini called Picnic.